One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
So now it's second and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Caught close to the marker, it's Thompson. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Anderson will throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Gets the back moving. Anderson wants to throw. Makes the grab. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Got his man quickly. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Pringle. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Direct snap. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's Lee. Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. He might want another play. Trying to get the corner. Lining up the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. They still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles now.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to keep running. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Anderson will throw. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
They're dealing with a second and long. Defense in press coverage. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Pringle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Anderson wants to throw. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. Missouri wants to go fast.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Got a man, it's Terry. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. In the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Using his legs, it's Francis. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Makes the catch. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Pressure coming. Chunk it away just as he was hit. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
He makes the catch. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. They take the lead with the 6.
About him. Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this could be the kind of loss that sets the program back significantly. They're trailing by 34 to Florida State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Anderson will throw. That's caught. It's Carr. And the Canes in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw on third. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. A quick pass to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it up to 33.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll take it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Brings up second down.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown, Tiger! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Strickland. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Anderson wants to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going downfield for the big play. Can't hook up on the wrong throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Yeah, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Off play action on 1st down. A strike downfield. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And you you got man-to-man coverage, you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route, he's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Here we go, set.
Now on the option. The pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
On the flag. It's now 4th and goal.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. What a disappointment. No good. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense will be grateful for the benevolence of the special teams to give them a fresh set of downs in the red zone. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Direct snap. It's Francis. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. Under fire. The trickeration goes awry, and it'll be 4th down.
Coming up, 4th down.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. That Miami offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Anderson will throw. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Caught. Tripped up for the tackle. The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Missouri! The defense putting points on the board. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 26 over Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
3:25.
Anderson wants to throw. Time to take a shot. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Pringle. Across the 45. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
42 split.
Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Loose in the middle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quick handoff. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Looking for room, it's Lee. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.